Hey, oh, hey, hello, hello, everybody. Oh dear, something's not working. Can you hear me? Okay, can you hear me? Can you hear me at the back? Just going to check a couple of things here. Now, some of you may have noticed something's a little bit off tonight. Yeah, things are looking a little bit different because I've had to throw this together. Unfortunately, we don't have a Dick tonight because Dick's poorly. Yeah, that's right.
Is this true?
Yes, it's true. This man has no dick.
Yes, I have no Dick tonight. So everybody send him lots of good wishes and lots of kisses. Maybe he'll be better soon. Yeah, the other thing you may have noticed that well, some people are thinking this show's gone like an hour late. Well, it has for some people, and it hasn't for me because well, your clocks have changed, ours haven't. So yeah, I've got out at midnight, and besides, I needed a little bit extra time to get things ready for tonight. So here we go. Let's shall we get on with the news? That's what you're here for, isn't it? So let me just click on that. But some bit of bad news, really. Bit of a weird one. Let me just find the right thingy to bring it up. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Oh, I've lost it now. Hold on, where is it? Oh, excuse me. This is what you get for getting the backup guy. No, that's not it. That's not it. Where's it gone? Ah, damn it! I've lost the flipping window. Here's a good start. Not it. That's not it. That's not it. Right. Bear with me. Where the um no capture button. Yeah, actually. Why isn't it on? Why isn't it not showing up? Right. Okay. That's completely screwed things up because that should be showing up and it's not. I need to transform set transformation. Where's it gone? No. Okay. I'm gonna set up a new one. Hold it. Bear with me. Um. Sure. Okay. And sorry. Okay. Right. Okay. Well, that's brought something up, so we can actually see something. Right. So while I'm fiddling around with that, yeah. So we've been talking about recently about Boeing and all the like silly situations that they've been having, and it turns out that well, their whistleblower was found dead in his car. Let's just leave that there for the minute. I had it set up a lot better than this, but until then, unfortunately, that's not. So let me just down. Keep going. Keep going. Down. There we go. Right. Okay. So yeah, police in Charleston, South Carolina, investigating the death of John Barnett, the former Boeing quality control manager, who became a whistleblower when he went public with his concerns about serious safety issues in the company's commercial airplanes. Barnett's body was found in a vehicle in the Holiday Inn parking lot in Charleston on Saturday. One day earlier, he testified in a deposition about the string of problems he says he identified at Boeing's plant where he once worked. Police officers discovered a male inside a vehicle suffering from a gunshot wound to the head. He had repeatedly alleged that Boeing's manufacturing practices had declined, and rather than improve them, managers had pressured workers not to document potential defects and problems. Barnett accused the company of adopting a culture that prioritized raw numbers and profits over quality, and by extensions, passenger safety. Doesn't sound good, does it? And I haven't seen a plane out of Charleston yet that I'd put my name on saying it was safe and airworthy, Barnett said. His family said he was looking forward to having his day in court and hoped that it would force Boeing to change its culture. Well, yeah, that's not going to happen now, is it? And from what we've been seeing coming from Boeing, this is not a good sign. And the fact that this man has, taken his life because of the stress involved with this. Well, this is really like highlighting the issue. So let's hope this things get sorted out in some way, shape, or form. I'm not too sure how. So over to Dick now for. Oh no, he's not here. Oh well, never mind. So I'll have to do it. So it's Trump. News about Trump. So let me bring that up. Ooh, yeah, I don't have images. There we go. Oh, it's gone wrong again. God's sake. Which one do you want to play? Window captures. You want to play that one or that one? Right, let's switch that one off. Okay. Donald Trump will not fund Ukraine's fight against Russia's invasion if he is elected US president again. Hungarian PM Viktor Orban has said he will not give a penny in the Ukraine-Russia war, and that is why the war will end, said after meeting Mr. Trump in Florida. The former US president has pledged to end the war within 24 hours if elected, but provided no details. He's going to say stop. Yeah, it's not going to work. Mr. Orban has openly backed his long-term ally in the 2024 White House race. Well, we don't care. You don't get to vote. Is Europe doing enough to help Ukraine? Whoa, is it? He says it's obvious that the Ukraine cannot stand on its own feet, Mr. Orban told Hungary's M1 TV channel. If Americans don't give money and weapons, along with the Europeans, the war is over. And if the Americans don't give money, the Europeans alone are unable to finance this war. And then the war is over. And it's highly unusual for a visiting foreign leader to schedule talks with a former leader without calling on the current president. So, well, a bit strange. Very odd. And it's a bit creepy, and it's a bit chilling. This whole story. I don't like it. So please do not vote for that bloody stupid man. We do not want this war to get into a bad place. But yeah, so from one chilling story on to the next chilling story. Let me bring that up. See if the window capture's going to screw up again. Yeah, okay. Just do it. Anyway. Some NFL fans who attended a near-record cold game in Kansas City suffered extreme frostbite and had to undergo amputations, doctors have revealed. Spectators braved minus 20 degrees C temperatures to watch the Kansas City Chiefs host the Miami Dolphins at Arrowhead Stadium in the AFC wildcard round back in 13th of January. The wind chill dipped as low as minus 33 degrees centigrade. As a result, some fans were treated for frostbite, which causes skin tissue damage, particularly to extremities, such as fingers, toes, or anything else that's sticking out, I suppose, after exposure to freezing temperatures. The centre said it was expected to carry out more surgeries over the next few weeks as injuries evolved. Yeah, it basically means, more people are going to be coming in with frostbite. I mean, it's only a bloody football game. No, put some mittens on or something. Big socks. Yeah, but on to the next story. Let me do. Boop. Okay, so this is bad. 2 pilots fell asleep in a moment that could have resulted in the devastating loss of all the passengers, with air traffic control officers on the ground doing everything in their power to wake the pair up from their sleep. An investigation has discovered that while operating a commercial aircraft, both the pilot and co-pilot drifted off for approximately 28 minutes. They were probably watching this show, with the aircraft veering off path, putting the lives of 153 passengers at risk. On January 25th, the Batlik Air flight was en route to Indonesia's capital, Jakarta. A preliminary report by the National Air Safety Agency claimed that the pilots had not undergone the requisite amount of sleep the night before in order to keep them alert during the flight. Feeling exhausted, the captain of the plane asked his second-in-command for his permission to nod off for a while, to which the co-pilot said yes. However, that decision nearly resulted in a catastrophic tragedy. At this point, the less senior of the two men took over command of the Airbus 320, but somehow fell asleep, inadvertently leaving passengers, unbeknownst to themselves, in grave danger. The Area Control Centre in Jakarta attempted to contact the aircraft 12 minutes after the last recorded transmission, but began to panic when they failed to receive any answer. Luckily, the pilot woke up just in the nick of time and came to the shocking realization that the plane was not in the right flight path. And more disturbingly, the man he had trusted with the aircraft had fallen asleep. Oh, he'd been basically complaining that he'd been looking after his, two twin babies the night before and just didn't get any sleep. But apparently the pilot corrected the flight path and successfully landed the plane without anyone getting hurt. Thank God for that. Yeah, well, that could have been a real disastrous situation. Excuse me a second. I need a slug. So on to the next story. Yes. In the United Kingdom, surgeons have performed the first operation in the country where the Apple Vision Pro headset was utilised. During a recent operation to repair a patient's spine at the private Cromwell Hospital in London, a scrub nurse working alongside the surgeon used the Vision Pro to help prepare and keep track of the procedure and choose the right tools. This marked the first operation in the UK where the Vision Pro was used. Oh, thank God it wasn't the surgeon using it. The software running Apple's headset during the operation comes from the US company called EXEX or XX. Stupid name. This is a name you can't read out. Stupid. Which has a similar programs from Microsoft's HoloLens. It offers nurses and technicians both holographic and touch-free access to the surgical setup and the procedural guides from within the sterile field of the operating room, according to the press release. Still no clue what that's supposed to mean. No idea what that means. What's that mean? What holographic surgical setup? Anyway, the software also tracks each stage of an operation and can measure how well the operation went compared to previous procedures performed by other surgeons. Are the ones that went wrong? Don't really want to know about those. You don't want to get those mixed up while you're in the middle of a procedure. Apparently, it eliminates human error and eliminates the guesswork, said Suvi Verho, lead scrub nurse at London Independent Hospital. It gives you confidence in surgery. Yeah, maybe just do it without it. I don't know. The Vision Pro is being trialled across different areas by several healthcare organisations around the globe. In addition to aiding surgery, it also is being used for radiology, patient monitoring, medical teaching and planning, therapy, and spotting early signs of conditions like my head hurts from wearing this Apple Pro Vision thing on my head, and I've got lines around my eyes. Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that one. But, we are expected to see the Apple Vision Pro sort of like being used in, professional, areas but, okay. We'll see. We'll see about that one. On to the next story. Ooh, the royal conspiracy. The conspiracy just gets deeper and deeper and deeper. But apparently, Kate Middleton has broken her silence on the row surrounding a photo issued by the royal family on Mother's Day. And now, I don't know if you've been hearing about this story. I'm sure you have, because it's all over the place. The Princess of Wales has personally apologised for confusion over the family photograph issued by Kensington Palace, saying, "Like many amateur photographers, I do occasionally experiment with editing." She added, "I wanted to express my apologies for any confusion the family photograph we shared yesterday caused. I hope everyone celebrating had a very, very, very happy Mother's Day." And she signed off the post with her initial C. Can anyone explain that? Her name is Kate Middleton. There's no C in her name. Why is she signing off with C? Sure for cunt. Anyway, Kensington Palace gave the picture credit to Prince William, who's not in the photograph. Apparently he was taking it. But internet sleuths soon noticed inconsistencies that appeared to show that it had been digitally altered. 6 of the world's biggest news agencies have now pulled the picture from circulation after concerns were raised about image manipulation. Yes, and also, if you notice, she's not wearing her wedding ring. A lot of people have spotted this. She's not wearing her wedding ring. Royal photographer Ian Lloyd said manipulation of royal photographs was common, but the decision to pull it was very rare. So he says someone at Kensington Palace is not very good at Photoshop. They should have sent it to me. I'll sort it out for him. But Kate's statement was issued at moments after a PA news agency said it was would be withdrawing the image from its picture service. Graham Smith of the anti-monarchy group Republic earlier said, "Well, manipulation of this image that the palace says was taken by William is extraordinary. If it's true, it's a deliberate attempt to deceive the public. This kind of dystopian behaviour you might expect from Soviet Russia, but not modern Britain." Dopey fart. Photoshop. It's like, what we do Photoshop in the UK. Oh yeah, but no, this is the argument. Is like, the royals are like, using image manipulation to deceive us and all this kind of stuff. But there are some other questions that have been going on, floating around with this, possibly about Andrew having like an affair. Is it Andrew Edward? But yeah, somebody having an affair, and that's why she's not wearing the wedding ring, and all kinds of weird stuff. But yeah, so much conspiracy about this. But also at the same time, it's kind of stupid. It's just a flipping photograph. No need to get your knickers in a twist. But one bit of bad luck to another bit of bad luck. Katrina Bookman's visit to the Resorts World Casino in Queens, New York took an unexpected turn in what appeared to be a record-breaking jackpot win. Yes, Bookman was astonished to see a staggering 42,949,672 on the machine's screen, potentially making it the largest slot machine jackpot in US history. In excitement, she took a selfie with the display, believing she had hit the jackpot. Yes, but however, her joy was short-lived. Upon returning to the casino the next day, Bookman was informed that she had not won anything. The casino's official ruling attributed the discrepancy to machine malfunction, reducing her supposed winnings to a mere $2.25. Expressing sympathy for Bookman, Resorts World offered her a steak dinner as compensations for the unfortunate incident. What, just one? Just one steak. The casino spokesman, Dan Bank, what a name, Dan Bank, he's straight to the bank, clarified the situation and said that the machine malfunction was confirmed by the New York State Gaming Commission. He explained, after explaining the circumstances to Miss Bookman, we offered to pay her the correct amount that was shown on the printed ticket. However, Bookman, dissatisfied with the explanation, took legal action against the casino, accusing Resorts World of negligence in maintaining their lottery equipment. Alan Ripker, her lawyer, dismissed the casino's excuses as ridiculous, questioning the inspection and maintenance practices, he said. Does that mean it wasn't inspected? Does it mean it wasn't maintained? And if so, does that mean that people have played there before, had zero chance of winning? That's a good point. That's a damn good point. But eventually, the case was settled out of court. Yes, they didn't want that to get out. Don't you find out the truth about the gambling? Excuse me. Now, here's another interesting story. Have you ever seen these trees before? Check them out. Aren't they pretty? There's a problem. There's a smell. Have you ever walked down the street and wondered where that god-awful semen smell was coming from? Yeah, off the trawler, probably. It's the Calorie pear trees. Yes, if you hate them, you're in luck, because the Missouri Invasive Plant Council, Forest Relief of Missouri, blah blah blah, long name, conservationists Anyway, they will reward you with a new tree for cutting down a Calorie pear tree from your property, with a buyback program. They want you to cut down the cum smell trees, and they'll give you a different tree instead to put them up there. Because, yeah, as I say, it's an invasive species. They're not supposed to be there. Registration for the program starts next week at St. Louisians and St. Louisans, who complete registration will receive a Missouri native tree in place of the jizz-smelling one. As we prepare for spring, many calorie pear trees, also known as Bradford pears or cum trees, are beginning to bloom. The profuse white blossoms of this invasive tree make their alarming spread especially apparent this time of year along the roadsides and in fields, parks, and on private property. They're honestly like a toxic relationship, beautiful in their flourishing white flowers, but all too ready to smack you in the face with the smell of cum without even asking permission. Well, yeah, you don't really, you should ask permission before you get your, your nasals flooded with the smell of cum. Dear. I mean, I'm not experts on what cum smells like. Fantastic. I wouldn't. Don't know even know what it looks like. Yes, on to the next story. Yes, have you got one of these? Naughty Brits have been left howling after a shopper spotted grow your own hairy beaver set. It's probably soaking up all the cum trees. Yes, that's right. Although we're all adults now, some of us will never let go of giggly teenage humour. That's what we're here for. And that's certainly the case for this humorous bunch. After a bloke of the Extreme Couponing and Bargains UK Facebook group spotted the $3.99 arts and craft product, they posted it to the other 2.4 million members of the page. He says, I saw this in the range, Truro, yesterday. Tempted, but no. Cheeky customer Martin posted in the group alongside the hairy beaver set that featured a cartoon beaver with grass coming out of his head. Well, that's not what it's supposed to be, surely. I don't even know where it's supposed to be. The packaging for the plant that has grown out of the beaver's figurine boasts that the product is for beavers lovers everywhere. So if you love beaver, get one of these. While the innocent among us may think that the product is aimed at semi-aquatic rodent lovers, others with a naughtier sense of humour will recognise that the product plays on the word beaver, which this article decides to explain is slang for vagina. So if you completely missed the whole point in that, or you'll have to rewind and watch it all over again because you didn't know what it meant. Stupid. Ah, they had to tell us that. Oh, but from one beaver to another. Yes, a student has been arrested after allegedly sexually harassing and assaulting a pregnant horse. Like it matters that it's pregnant, I don't know. From Fairfax County in the United States of Virginia, Stephen Lee Snyder, 18, was spotted on CCTV appearing to force his fist into the vagina of a mare. The footage, captured twice in a stable in Phuket, Thailand, on February the 5th, and again on March 10th, appeared to show him using one hand to touch the horse's genitals while holding his smartphone with the other. The owners of the animal, called Angun, have since expressed their shock at the unsettling saga. They found the horse in distress when they returned from a trip on Sunday, with cops hunting down the young man the following evening. Officers are understood to be forced to use Google Translate to be able to converse with him. And the teenager is understood to have been taken to his father, Sean, who was shown the nightmarish footage. The argument ensued. Police Lieutenant Colonel Youthapon said Stephen and his family are scheduled to meet with the horse owners at the station to discuss negotiations on March 16th. I wouldn't want to be there on that conversation. There are medical expenses for the injured horse that the family may have to pay for. Just embarrassment, I would imagine. Poor. And so from horses on to, yes, a man has been charged with smuggling protected turtles after they were found stuffed inside socks in packages that were intercepted in Southern California, prosecutors have said. Sai Kun Tin from China has been charged after 40 eastern box turtles were discovered in 4 packages at a mail facility in the city of Torrance in London 2023. The 53-year-old was indicted on 4 counts of exporting merchandise contrary to US law on Friday. The eastern box turtles, which are protected by the Convention of International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora, are said to have been kept in socks to prevent them from making noise. I hope they weren't, cum-filled socks, or at least clean socks. Poor things. The turtles grow to around about 6 inches in length and can live more than 100 years and have colourful shell patterns. They were found in packages which were addressed to Tin's home. One of the turtles was dead, but the rest were alive. Poor little sods. 40 little things. Oh, yeah, I need a drink. Hang on. Before we move on to the last story for tonight. It might be a bit of a shorter show tonight. Without Dick being here, we are missing the kind of like back and forth blather that you normally get. So I do apologise about that. I'm sure he wishes he could be here. But yeah, so on to the last story. So a pair of Ohio women are in trouble with the law after they allegedly brought their dead friend's body to the bank in order to withdraw some money. Just like the classic film Weekend at Bernie's, which it reportedly occurred last week in the city of Ashtabula. Oh, my friend lives there. I'll check up on him. When Karen Casbom and Lauren B. Faralo discovered that their roommate, Douglas Lehman, had passed away. Yeah, he was laying there all like a dead man. With the help of an unnamed individual, the pair put the man's body in the front seat of his car and then drove to the bank where they withdrew an undisclosed amount of money from his account. Authorities explained that the scheme went unnoticed by the bank staff because the pair used the drive-through window, and Lehman was placed in the vehicle in such a manner that it would be visible to the bank staff in order to make the withdrawal. Apart from he was drooling from his mouth and just flopping around. I didn't notice. But apparently, Casbone and Faralo are said to have subsequently left the body at the nearby hospital without providing any information about the man or themselves. Cops investigating the strange case were eventually able to identify Lyman and, upon visiting his residence, met with the duo who had deposited his remains earlier that day. While speaking to the police, the pair inexplicably told the cops about the visit to the bank earlier that day, and Ashtabula Police Lieutenant Mike Palinkas told the local media outlet that withdrawal had come about because allegedly they wanted to pay some bills. But outside of that, there wasn't a specific motivation provided. Regardless of the reasoning behind the bank, the visit, it led to the pair being arrested for abuse of a corpse. And the 2 women would face additional charges, presumably related to the money taken from the dead friend's account. Yeah, but I think kind of like fraud comes into that a little bit, doesn't it? So there you go. That's all the stories I have for you tonight. And so I'm going to say farewell and adieu to you all. Sorry, I wasn't watching the chat because my eyes were just on this and I just did not have time. So, yes. So until next time, hopefully Dick will be better on Thursday. And we'll see you all then. And let me just check on who's been in the... Well, obviously, we'd like to thank CF Beauty in the chat, who's been, saying hi to everybody and looking at everybody. BME, Shana Colwell, PJ CNET, Catalin T, and anybody else I've missed. I do apologise. But, Streamlads, yeah, you were there. Thanks a lot. You can bugger off. But yeah, so everybody, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit like on your way out, and I'll do the same. And if you like the show, don't forget to subscribe. Don't just come back. It gets better than this. Honestly, it's usually better. And share us out. Smug us the Shills logo in some socks, or go and jizz on a tree or something. I don't know. Or make a fake royal picture with the Shills written across the royals' faces. Do something like that. But until then, we'll see you next time. So I'm going to hopefully hit the credits and we'll be all out of here. So till next time, everybody, stay shitty. Goodbye.